Hello, everybody. Oh, we're still shaking. Hi, welcome. Falling up the rabbit hole. I am the clairvoyant conscious rabbit rider, or Tina. This is a follow-up to the video that I previously posted regarding my story. So I've given you my story, and now I want to tell you a little bit more about what I do. Okay, so the first one I gave you my history about why I am who I am, or I guess, yeah, why I am who I am. So now to tell you a little bit about what I do. So I am a tarot reader, oracle reader. I've been doing that since about 2013, 2014, something like that. I've been reading cards. So I read tarot cards, oracle cards. I'm an intuitive reader. I read the cards as they are, but I pick up from the cards, and I am clairaudient, I'm clairsentient, claircognizant, clairvoyant. So that means basically I hear things in my head from spirit. So I'm a channel as well. I channel entities, I channel different realms. So I channel, as you might want to think, aliens, alien entities. I do channel the different alien entities from Pleiades and Arcturus, Sirius, Lyrian, the Lyrian race. I hear a lot from them as well recently, particularly. So I channel the races. I also channel the angelic realm as well. So I'm very close to Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, those races or those angelic realms. So I channel different realms, different entities, all light and love, though I don't go into the negative or anything like that. No lower astral levels or anything like that. I very clear about who I will channel. What else? So, okay, so that's who I channel. Excuse me. As soon as I start talking. The old throat chakra is getting a workout today. So I do work with the chakra system, the meridians of the body. I do a little bit of qigong, but that's mostly for myself to keep my own energy centers clear. I'm very big on that, though. I believe in the meridian system of the body, acupuncture, acupressure. I don't know a lot about it, but I believe in it. It's very much into self, excuse me, I'm very much into self-healing. That's one thing that I do for myself. I have cleared myself of 3 breast tumors, 3 or 4, I don't know how many I had, I can't remember, 3 or 4 breast tumors and a pancreatic tumor without any medical intervention. Sorry, I've got this major frog in my throat. Excuse me. Completely fine till I started talking here. Of course, makes sense though. So yeah, I had breast tumors, a pancreatic tumor, cleared them completely by going to the root of the cause, which is an emotional blockage. I believe and firmly believe that this is true, and science has proven it as well, that our medical issues are stem from emotional blockages. So I believe that if you can find out what your emotional symptom was that manifested into this emotional or into the medical illness, then you can cut it off at the root. Basically, you can pull it out from the root rather than putting band-aids over it. Then you can get rid of it. So that's what I did for my own symptoms, medical symptoms. I cut it off at the root and they disappeared without any medical intervention. Now, they were not cancerous. Well, I don't know about the breast tumors, to be honest with you. I didn't get the biopsy. I just said, don't bother. I'm not going to. I said, I'll just give me a year. I'll get rid of them. So I continued to have the mammograms and the ultrasounds. They were there. Actually, I grew one more during that year, and they continued to grow. But I said, I'm not going to get them checked. They said, are you sure? Because these are tumors. And I said, yeah, no, just give me a year. And then within a year, they were completely gone. They couldn't believe it. They disappeared completely. So that was cool. The pancreatic tumor was benign, but it disappeared completely as well. Now, it's not to say they're not going to come back if you face the same issues again, because I am facing different issues. But, you know, when you have emotional things come up in life, so you have to keep at it, keep yourself emotionally clear of issues. So anyway, that's another story. Okay, so where was I? Self-healing. So I am I call myself a quantum energy healer. So what I do is I do hands-off healing. So this doesn't really work very well right now with the whole COVID thing. I can't do it in person, but what I'm doing right now is I meet somebody on video for the first time. And then, oh, my hands are just tingling like crazy. It's just itching to get going on healing somebody right now. It's crazy. The energy is just flowing. When I get passionate about something, my energy just flows like crazy. I want to heal somebody right now. Oh, so when I'm done this, after I post it, give me a call. Okay, so sorry, where was I? I do hands-off healing. So my hand goes about, this far from the body. And the further away I am, I find it stronger actually, because our auras extend about 5 feet, 12 feet, well, 6 to 12 feet actually, but I don't do it that far away from the body. But when I'm about this far from the body, I put my hand about this far from the body, and I start to feel tingling and pain. And then sometimes my hand will like literally do this. I don't know if you can see that, but it'll shake really bad. If I sense a physical illness in the person's body or a really strong emotional blockage as well, mostly well, I don't want to say mostly physical illness, because then people will be like, if they see me do it one time in front of themselves, they'll be like, oh my God, I'm dying. But that's not the case at all. But I'll feel an illness in front of a person's body. Like I did it one time for my mother, and I went around one area, and it was like my hand started to, I get like pinpricks in my hand, and then a magnetic pull. It actually feels like there's magnets in my hand, and it repels the body. Like I can't get close to the body. And then it's pinpricks, and it actually hurts my hand. Turns out she had gallstones, and I told her that she had an illness there in that part of her body, and I said maybe it's gallstones. Turns out it was gallstones. She didn't realize she had them, but she had pain there, which she told me later. So I do a quantum energy pulling, I call it. It's like Reiki, I guess. That's weird. I can see all kinds of energy flying around in the air right now. I don't think it's going to show up on the camera, but because there's too much light in here. If it was nighttime, you'd probably see it in the camera. Sorry, I'm getting all squirrel moments here. My energy is just so hyped right now. So what I do is I go to my client. The client would lay down. You would lie down on the table, or wherever we are at the time. So I would go to and I use both my hands, and I pull your energy through your body, and I can disperse your energy. It's like Reiki, but it's not the same as Reiki, but it uses the same principles as Reiki, I would say. But I'm not trained or anything like that. This is something that I don't know, I picked it up by myself. It's just something I do. It's similar to the principles of Dr. Eric Pearl, The Reconnection. He has a book right here. This is a really good book, Dr. Eric Pearl, The Reconnection. He does something similar to what I do. I read his book and I went, wow, that's something that I, like what I do. So it's similar. If you've ever read that book, it's a really good book. I recommend it. It's called Heal Others, Heal Yourself. Yeah, Heal Others, Heal Yourself. So that's what I do. So what I would do, I offer a course actually. It's Quantum Self-Healing. So you would I offer this one program course. It's just it's that you pay for one bundle, basically. It's a bundle, and we would see each other a few different times. And if you have an illness in your body that you're trying to get rid of, a medical illness, or an emotional illness. Well, mostly it's for physical illness that I try to help you treat. But now I'm not a doctor, so don't ditch your doctors or anything like that, your medicine or anything like that. Please, I'm not saying that at all. What I do is in conjunction to your regular doctor treatment, okay? I chose myself not to go the other route, but that's my own choice. So I'm not telling anybody to ditch their doctors, okay? But my course, we'd see each other for a period of, could be 2 to 3 months. It depends how long, but you only pay one certain amount. And we'd see each other, I think it's like 2 or 3 times a week, up to 3 times a week anyway, 2 times a week, up to 3 times a week for a few months. And we'd see each other on video, and there's phone calls as well. It's a whole program basically, and you pay the one price for the whole program. But if you're interested in this, I give you homework as well to do, where you have to get to the root cause. There's different things you have to go to get to the root cause, and you write out things. It's an interesting course to get at, where you get to heal the emotional blockages. And there's meditations that we do, some really cool things where we cut the cords that are binding you. Perhaps we go back into past life incarnations to see where you have maybe these emotional blockages. It's a pretty cool course, actually. If you're interested in that, just send me a message and I'll give you the details on the prices and stuff like that, or the price on the course. Okay, so what else? What else do I do? So I do tarot cards and oracle readings as well, and they're very personal. They're very detailed. We can do different spreads. I do relationship things, which are kind of like counseling. I don't sugarcoat it. If I see that there's a third party possibility, everything is always a possibility, though. Keep that in mind. Nothing is ever a sure thing. We have free will, so if the cards say something, you have to know that it's always a possibility. It doesn't mean there's a sure thing there. It's always just a possibility, because everything can change by one card energy. They're just energies that are in the air. They're in the air energies, right? And if one energy changes, it's going to change all the fluidity of everything else. So I always tell everybody it's just guidance, okay? So what I do is I offer guidance. It's just quantum guidance, or divine guidance, rather. I'm just the conduit for in between. I'm like the middleman, basically. So what else do I do besides the quantum healing and the tarot and the oracle cards? I do clearing of chakras. So I do meditations as well. So if you just need clearing or anything like that, just having a rough day or something like that, we do meditations. So we could do meditations over the phone. I offer that as well. Just like I do self-healing, I do cleansing, I do relaxation, I do soothing bedtime ones. People have told me I have a very soothing voice. This is not my soothing voice. When I'm doing my soothing voice, it's very much like this. It's very calm. That wasn't quite the same thing, but it's very different from my normal voice. I have a couple different voices for my meditations. Okay, so I think that's about it. Yeah, I guess then I work with crystals a little bit as well, although I don't have all my crystals here. So there's a few different things. It's hard to say because I don't go out into the public anymore. So what I used to do is not what I can do anymore, because the lack of being able to go into the public. But if there's anything you're interested in, just let me know, because chances are I've done it before. So if it comes to psychic, so I'm a medium as well. Yeah, I am a medium. I do connect to those who have passed away, who have transitioned, so I can do that. And I don't need to be in your presence to be able to do that. It just depends on who comes up, though. It depends on who comes up. Not everybody comes through when you're not in their presence, because they might feel like, they're not going to do that because if you're not with me. So that just depends. Okay, I think that's it. I don't want to keep this long. I think we've talked enough right now. Anyway, that's just a little idea of what I do. So send me a message if you're interested in anything that I do. All right, thank you. Namaste. Love and light. Take care. Bye-bye.